event of the evening, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And by El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. And by the film Last Breath. Make every breath count, starring Woody Harrelson, only in theaters February 28th. This world title attraction is sanctioned by the WBC with the president, Mauricio Sulaiman. Introducing our judges, scoring from ringside, from New York, Max DeLuca, from Oklahoma, David Sutherland, and from California, Zachary Young. Introducing our third man to the ring, he will be giving instructions after the introductions, Harvey Duck. All right, fans, here we go with the co-main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled in a rematch for the WBC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the red corner. Entering the ring wearing blue denim trunks, hailing from and representing his home of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Hey, Malachi, what time y'all dance tomorrow? Oh, at night or in the morning?
Champion and the current defending WBC featherweight champion of the world, known as the Heartbreaker, Brandon Figueroa. Once again, a referee in charge is Harvey Duck. He will be giving instructions momentarily.
Okay, boxers, you received your instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves, good luck.
Harvey Duck, the referee for this championship rematch, made the boots Ennis reference when it came to Stephen Fulton's footwear. He's trained by Ennis's dad, Rosie Ennis. Figueroa trained by his father. This is round one, but really, it's round 13. This time, they've taken their rivalry 4 pounds up the scale to 126. Figueroa really finding his form here in his weight class, 3-0. He stopped common opponent Carlos Castro, the same Castro that dropped Fulton in Fulton's first fight as a full featherweight in his last outing. Fulton escaping with a razor-thin decision, admitted he could have let his hands go more. But Figueroa, man, he's got all kinds of momentum, guys. Dominated Mark Magsayo, stopped Jesse Magdaleno in his last fight, and now, again, looking to go 4-0 at 126 and really solidify his standing as the top fighter in the weight class.
And that's what he's after. It's not just the revenge against Fulton, his only defeat. He believes it's his time to break free from the pack and establish himself as one of the best fighters in the sport.
Yeah, definitely riding high on that confidence, Figueroa.
And someone who some was questioning confidence because of the loss to Noria and then the last fight, which was coming off a long layoff, by the way. 14 months between the Inoue loss. And Abner, you're one of the handful of fighters that, and I don't want to bring up bad memories, but you were knocked out by Johnny Gonzalez. You came back and became a champion again.
Yeah.
But many, and I talked to a lot of trainers, a lot of people, they say you're never the same after a knockout.
Not everyone, obviously. Some people just don't forget something in their head and their body. They just don't react the same. Some people are questioning Fulton after that fight, definitely, especially against the fight against Castro, where he got knocked down and he got a little bit of glimpse of, flashbacks of the knockout against Inoue. So now this is a fight where we've seen these guys fight again. It's another his dancing partner, Figueroa. So I think he's going to feel more comfortable with his style of speed.
Are you surprised at the start of the fight, Bryce?
I am surprised. A very measured start from both of them after that fight of the year 2021. But one thing to remember, Fulton told us during the fighter meetings, he said the weight cut to 122 in their first fight got to it. He said he only won that fight because he had to, quote, thug it out. That's what he wants people to understand, that fully formed at 126, he expects to be much better in this fight. And a man after Joe Gooson's denim art with those jorts right now on Steven.
The shorts, the boots.
I'm sure
They don't look comfortable, to be honest.
appreciates that I wear.
The Hunter Tims, they don't look comfortable.
Hunter Tims, I love this.
But listen, something that Fulton is doing good right now in this first round is dictating the pace. This is the pace where he wants to fight. Slow. Position. Wait for Figueroa to make mistakes.
And establish the jab.
Jab definitely is.
That's something that Figueroa should also do. Go ahead.
Exactly. Figueroa's rebirth at 126, his evolution has been about throwing less punches, but putting more power on them. But let's not forget the first fight. Figueroa rallied almost every single round to get his stuff off after a slow start. It's interesting to see him come out and let Fulton dictate the pace early.
They combined to throw over 1,700 punches in the first fight, and it came down to Fulton's.
I don't know who won that round. That was a boring round. That fight should have been first, man. Pitbull and Figueroa should have been. The co-main. This fight is getting boring already.
Work, head movement. Go straight. Start working. Start from the bottom. I think you're better off as a right hand. Land that right hand as well.
Relatively speaking, the opening round was library quiet between Figueroa and Fulton. Figueroa.
Y'all got to pick the pace up now.
Make that 4 of 32 punches, while Fulton was 7 of 35. Talk about measure.
It's been a few years. They got to feel each other.
It was an insane fight.
But of course, we're coming off Cruz Fierro, so I may be high on fumes.
No doubt.
Interesting early on, though, that we're seeing Figueroa flirt with the southpaw stance, switch stances on the fly like this.
Yeah, there's that lead left hand by Figueroa. Walking down. Fulton very comfortable off his back foot. Very high ring IQ. Loves to use the jab. Is an economical puncher. Very good counter puncher. And it was those counter punches on the inside of their first fight, which also gave him an edge.
And I think that's ultimately why the judges gave him that very close fight. The flashier, cleaner shots, particularly earlier in those rounds. But it's going to be just up to him to hold off the Figueroa rallies in the second half of each one.
In doing my research, nice right hand.
Nice counter by Fulton.
Figueroa's head back, and now things are beginning to pick up, but anywhere from 60 to 70% of the time, the person who won the first fight wins the rematch in boxing. But we talked about it. It's their momentum is going in different directions right now, heading into this fight.
This is a referendum on Stephen Fulton from the standpoint of an elite fighter, a former pound-for-pound fighter, up until that loss to Inoue. I mentioned how the public opinion in boxing has been down on him. This is his opportunity to remind everyone exactly who he is.
100%. And if there was ever a fighter to prove that, that's against a fighter he already beat, and that's Figueroa. And this style, I think it's perfect for Fulton. The guy that comes straight forward.
They're throwing actually a lot of jabs, just not landing right.
Yeah.
Minute left here in round 2. Counter right by Fulton, scores upstairs.
That punch continues to dictate the terms of this fight.
Yeah, I don't like when Figueroa turns southpaw. He thinks too much. He's
Both of them switch.
yeah. But I don't like it from Figueroa. When he's right-handed, he puts the pressure. He's back to being normal, going back to himself.
He also squares up often, which opens him up to those right-hand jabs.
There it is.
30 seconds left here in the second. Figueroa smarter in his offensive bit as referee breaks him up. Back to southpaw. Fulton probing with the right. There's a jab and then the right hand downstairs by Fulton.
Oh, nice hand, nice right hand lead, Fulton.
And counters with the left hook upstairs. Through 2 rounds, definitely muted offense from Figueroa.
Oh, got that boy reaching. The boy reaching for the stars. Honey, I'm home.
It's not the one hand. You jab, you stepping back. Bop, 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 bop. You want to turn on, turn on. You want to win the fight. I don't care how you win it, as long as we win it. And you win it.
Yeah, Fulton winning so far. 2 rounds to 0.
Deep breath. Pop up top, dude. You know what I mean? You ain't got to stay there. Time up when you get against the ropes. Don't think. You want to rumble. Don't give it to him.
Bozienis, giving good instructions to Stephen Fulton, and we talk about the nature of rematches, and especially the lighter weight classes. Rematches often favor the more technical boxer, which on paper would be the Fulton.
Of course, 100%. And he's doing everything right. All the keys are right there. The boxing movement, the jab, the lateral movement, not staying stationary, and being first. Clean, effective punches, and that's what Fulton has done in the last 2 rounds.
And by the way, Figueroa was elevated to full featherweight champion status after Ray Vargas was made champion in recess.
Indeed. And
Did you get to play on the playground for recess?
I don't know how to follow that one, but I'm telling you. One thing Fulton's doing a great job of is controlling. Not allowing Figueroa to get inside and hurt him to the body.
Yeah.
There was that counter right hand by Fulton, though, that landed clean upstairs. And Fulton using his body got tagged there, though, but taking a lot off the punches. So Fulton utilizing the footwork and the angles, and this is where even Bozienis said, well, against the ropes, you want him to tie up. But Figueroa unable to get really on track this way.
It's not getting off. I know, not the same with Figueroa. He's got to press. He's got to make this an ugly fight. Turn it into an ugly fight. Have Fulton
It's interesting. You said he needs to press, but Brian, I want to use it in another form. Is he pressing too much in many ways in terms mentally and otherwise?
He continues to walk into those counter right hands from Fulton. Is certainly becoming a problem for Figueroa. One thing to note, Fulton didn't go as far as calling Figueroa dirty, but he did say that Figueroa routinely hit him in the hips in their first fight, and that slowed him down with those missed body shots. He said he wanted to talk to the referee before this fight to make sure that is officiated properly.
A good jab right there from Figueroa.
Nice counter left hook upstairs again, though, by Fulton. Fulton's counter punching is a headline in this fight. Fulton getting off the ropes, holding instructions from his corner. There's that probing jab, and again the right
He's coming in with his head.
Smothers his offense immediately.
It was a good left-handed body shot there from Figueroa, but to your point, tying Fulton up when he had him on the ropes, which was interesting.
But I think that's what he needs to do, Mauro. I know it's ugly. I know he smothers his offense at times, but that's his inside fighting.
Beautiful right hand by Fulton. In that distance, Fulton is getting the better of Brandon Figueroa thus far.
And if you notice, every time Figueroa switches stances, Fulton immediately throws a punch to counter him.
Nice right hand. That was a sharp right hand by Fulton. Figueroa flush on the face. Figueroa, by the way, one of the best chins in the sport. As good as they come, never been down. Fulton has been down a total of 3 times, twice against, once against Castro. Once against Inouye, one more time earlier in his career, I should say.
That was another Stephen Fulton round. Just beautiful boxing right now. Y'all stick around too. I'm gonna have the David Benavidez and Morrell up next.
undefeated.
David Benavidez getting his hands wrapped right now.
With 33 knockouts in. Oh yeah, you know what I'm about to say. Somebody's own must go.
Preach it.
And here we go with round number 4. And I know what you guys are saying. After you're saying, oh, Figueroa has to do that. You're the champion. I'm not going to argue with you. He's not. He's not delivering any punches. He's smothered. He's literally just rushing Fulton without throwing any.
I know he coming in with his head.
Kind of what was breaking in the first fight, Morris.
You got to throw punches.
Rushing him,
He was
beating him
throwing
inside, but
punches.
once he gets to the inside, but he was missing a lot. And the cleaner punches were definitely landed by Fulton.
He's coming in and he's rabbit punching.
Landing only 15% of his punches,
He-
Brian Campbell.
Fulton's fighting his fight. A very smart, technical, studied
This
fight in this one.
not the start Figueroa wanted by any stretch.
And maybe there's something to what Fulton said about that first fight. The hard weight cut. It ended up being more of an action fight than he intended coming in.
Fulton continues to pot shot effectively. He is continuing to land, even if it's a single shot, the counter shot. It's just he's landing, and he's ahead.
Making this fight more about skill than will.
It's as simple as this. Fulton is the better boxer, meaning he's technical, technician, better IQ. Figueroa, I'm sorry, he's a pressure fighter. That's his style.
Nice hook, Fulton.
In their first fight, Figueroa averaged 8 body punches landed per round. Tonight, he has landed a total of 11 thus far. And we are past the midway point of the fourth. Body shot from Fulton.
And obviously a lot has to do with the superior boxing that Fulton's doing. Just turning them, not staying stationary, not staying on the ropes, turning them every time.
Body shot from Figueroa. But Brian, and not to belabor the point, you know what I'm saying. It's just he's unable to really put together the technique that we are used to seeing, despite the fact that, yeah, he's known for his relentless pressure and high volume. We're not seeing him.
No, and Fulton's not giving in to any kind of pressure of repeating the fight of the year from their first time around. This is about winning for Fulton and establishing itself in this division. And as he said, this is a career goal, a championship in 2 divisions if he can get his hand raised.
That's another thing. Fulton fight the inside fight at moments against Figueroa, giving Figueroa a chance in the fight, but not in this fight. He's moving just superior.
And we wondered what the Bozy Ennis factor would be adding to the corner that he already had. You're seeing that.
Nice left hook upstairs by Fulton. Getting off the ropes, so from a technical standpoint, even on the ropes, Stephen Fulton getting the better. There's a couple of right uppercuts by Figueroa. Right uppercut by Fulton. Left hook, Fulton delivering the more impactful punches.
Figueroa not really sitting down on his shots.
No,
Just
not at
having
all.
Fulton pinned. A lot of touching.
All right, let's
Another
go.
Stephen Fulton round. He making this look easy.
He's standing, and that's because all boys over him. And you guys, speaking of, I want to talk about his spit. He's not just fighting like the guy. He's got Timberlands on right now, representing the East Coast. That's a big fashion statement right there. I know he worked with the shoe surgeon who's been doing a lot of guys' uniforms lately. So, you guys, he's not just looking the part, but he's fighting like it tonight.
George Foreman and is doing by standing in the corner.
How about a statement coming in with the work boots and putting in the work here from the outside. A very technical and effective start for Fulton.
I know we live in a digital world, but stop the presses. Brandon Figueroa has not cracked double digits in punches landed in a round yet in this fight. We're already in round 5, you guys. Unbelievable. How shocking is that?
Incredibly shocking. But I think for Fulton, though, this is about that reinvention. This is about that reminder of the skills that he brings to the table. Let's not forget, one of the 10 pound-for-pound best fighters in the world entering that Inoue showdown.
And look at the ring generalship here by Fulton. He's utilizing movement, and Figueroa is just following him around, not cutting off the ring average.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
the keys for Figueroa was getting off the ring, the jab, being with smart pressure, definitely not seeing that from him. But again, Fulton just doing everything right tonight.
I know I keep saying it, but he continues to smother his offense without throwing anything, Brian.
Seems a little bit confused in there on how to be able to get off effectively, how to change the momentum of this fight. And it's good defense on the inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we saw that in the first fight as well.
Yeah, he closes his guard really good. He's got the inside punches there. There they are.
And now Figueroa putting the pressure, but he's getting countered with the uppercut off the ropes by Fulton. And Fulton remains composed, cool. I don't even want to say under fire. He's just controlling Brandon Figueroa here at this heavier weight class where we've seen Figueroa come into form, and many thought that for Fulton maybe 126 was a bridge too far. Not so far here tonight.
Shows you that you can't live and die with boxing match.
The common opponent, he starches. Figueroa starches Castro. Castro drops Fulton. Forget about it.
Nice body shot, Fulton.
Abner, when you fought Leo Santa Cruz the second time in your great action rivalry, did you feel like you had to change that game plan to try to get a different result from the first fight?
Yeah, of course. I had my game plan going into the second fight, which was trying to box him, trying to be on the outside, but I fell into his trap. Again, I fell into his fight, fighting the inside, and he was superior in there.
On the inside, it's Stephen Fulton landing a right.
Nice body shot, Fulton.
Combination. It is Stephen Fulton in the danger zone where he is doing
He's very comfortable. He's very comfortable.
Whoa, nice combination.
Fulton's counter shots to the body with his back to the ropes continue to alleviate that pressure, and it doesn't allow Figueroa to take advantage of him.
Great body work right there.
Another Stephen Fulton round.
Fulton marches back to back, the right uppercut, left hook combination.
His own fight.
So, in round number 5, as we begin round 6, punches landed were fight highs for both fighters. Figueroa landed 13 punches in the fight. That's the highest for the fight. Fulton, 22.
A good start for Figueroa here in round 6. Throwing the combinations to the body, backing Fulton up.
Still getting countered.
Interesting enough, Figueroa told us this week that everything will fall into place, quote, if I keep my distance. You already see him giving up that game plan and rushing in and smothering his own work.
Larry Hazard, our unofficial scorer, has Fulton pitching a shutout through 5 rounds. He is ahead again, the unofficial scorecard, but hard to disagree.
I've got the same score, and it's not that the rounds aren't close. It's not that Figueroa isn't doing bits of good work, but it is largely ineffective aggression.
Definitely is. Starting out of his punches.
And a lack of overall aggression. Moving in now, Figueroa beginning to feed him with some left uppercuts, but not the now there's a double right uppercut on the inside, but immediately countered again by Fulton.
Oh, nice body shot, Fulton.
Round of that incredible action fight that these two fighters gave the sport of boxing just a few years
Stop
ago.
squaring up. You got to give him half of your body. Throw the uppercut right there. Yeah, just like that. Don't square up. Give him half of your body. stay in the pocket when you in the pocket like that. Yes, just like that. Give him half of your body.
Continues to dig away at the body and Figueroa.
Just like that. He want to come and hold you. You want to lean in on you. Give him half of your body. Throw the uppercut right there to the body.
This offense, and I'm not seeing that body work that we used to see from Figueroa. Gotta break him down, break down Fulton like he did in the first fight.
Fulton's also not allowing himself to be smothered by this first action. You see him framing, physically standing his guard, pushing back.
Push him back to the center of the ring. He holding too much, man. And he leading in with his head. Ref, you got to do something with that. Somebody gonna get.
As we are 30 seconds away from completing the first half of this featherweight championship fight in 2021, Fulton edged Figueroa via majority decision to become a unified 122-pound champion. Figueroa went on to become a two-division champ. Fulton would love to do the same here tonight and make it 2 straight wins.
He don't like them body shots. Figueroa don't like them body shots. Oh my God. That wasn't low. That was not low.
For Stephen Fulton, he wouldn't mind the first 6 or the second 6 rounds going like that. Championship fight, just to put things in perspective, in their first encounter after 6
I know, right? It is a good fight so far.
had landed 138 punches. Tonight, 51.
Numbers never lie in this case.
And now here's Figueroa beginning. Coming up, but again, gets smothered right away. The clinch smart on Fulton's part. There's a jab and the right hand from Fulton.
That was beautiful. Little step back from Fulton. Straight 1-2.
Ennis now working the corner of Stephen Fulton and has to like what he's seen thus far, Brian. And Brian, when you're coming into this fight again, yes, Brandon Figueroa is the champion, but let's not forget that it was Figueroa that, or excuse me, Fulton that won the first fight. And yes, we understand why, when you look at what's happened in recent history, why, yeah, Figueroa's a favorite, comes in with the momentum, but Fulton fighting a very smart fight this far.
Well, boxing is so much of what have you done for me lately type of sport, and the run Figueroa's on since moving up to 126 has been incredibly impressive, but he still has that slight edge against him, knowing how to deal with his pressure, and you're seeing that play out tonight.
Yeah, it's easy to study a fighter that you already faced. Easy to make adjustments, at least from Fulton, high IQ fighter. And something that I'm noticing, yeah, Figueroa's mothering his offense, but that has to do a lot with Fulton pushing forward, getting in close, not letting Figueroa get off.
Becoming a bit roughhouse here, a bit of a wrestling match. Fulton, leading on the taller Figueroa. He's getting his head down, pushing down on him, tiring him out that way. Figueroa going to the body, but only gets off one shot before Fulton tries to clinch, and Fulton escaping with lateral movement. Now Fulton from southpaw, setting a trap. Nice jab from the southpaw stance, and another nice jab. There's a jab from the southpaw Figueroa. Fans becoming restless. Not at all what they expected after one of 2021's fights of the year.
Figueroa trying his best to turn this fight into a reproduction of that, but I do wonder though, will the judges prefer the pressure of Figueroa if these rounds become a little bit closer? That's going to be...
He ain't doing that. You talking about pressure.
Effective punches, it's about effective punching, right?
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing.
I just think he's in the wrong. The distance is not there. Distance management is not behooving here tonight. But you're right. How many times have we seen it, Mr. Campbell?
Judges have their own strike zones. That's how it is.
And Fulton has the good strikes on the head of Figueroa. Doing a great job boxing off his back foot.
That's another Stephen Fulton round. There go David Benavidez.
Had issues outside the ring, but tonight,
David Morrell. They both look relaxed.
professional athlete in a variety.
Hey, who y'all taking in that fight? David Benavidez or David Morrell? Drop a 1 for David Benavidez, drop a 2 for David Morrell. What round and how? Somebody getting stopped or somebody getting knocked out.
This is now round number 8 of this rematch for Brandon Figueroa's featherweight belt.
Just the interesting thing was that, coming into this fight, we had the question marks for Fulton. Is he still the same fighter? Has he faded? Now we're seeing the opposite. We're seeing a different Figueroa, not the same Figueroa. I'm not saying that he's fading, but definitely not what we were expecting. Fulton, totally the opposite.
It looks better. You saw that counter uppercut with his back to the ropes just now from Fulton. He's got Figueroa studied. He's playing the angles. He's not getting overwhelmed physically. This is a mature performance and a reminder of the talent he brings to the table.
Figueroa told us that fighting on the inside feels natural for him. That's where he does the most damage. A lot of fighters can't handle the pressure. He says he can box, he can brawl. Fighting on the inside doesn't feel natural right now. And the fans are letting it be known that this is not what they expected. And now, here comes Figueroa. Double left and right hands. Figueroa marching forward.
Fulton talked this week about how many people have counted him out, even members of his inner circle after that loss to Inoue. Wherever this fight goes from here, it's already a victory from the standpoint of Fulton coming back and establishing himself.
And after that rather pedestrian performance against Carlos Castro, Fulton was forced to go on social media and say, and I quote, "You can't even enjoy a victory after taking your first loss over a year ago. I'm just thankful for the good and the bad." A lot more good than bad in this one for Fulton. Although here comes Figueroa with the jab, finally looking to establish the jab from southpaw.
Yeah, he definitely turned that back into good learning experiences.
All right, Figueroa showing some life here now in round 8, putting punches together with Fulton on the ropes, but just not a lot. Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of arm punching.
Nice body shot.
Punches, nothing behind those punches. Beautiful work.
Oh, nice counter. Nice hook by Fulton. Nice another hook. Oh, nice uppercut by Fulton. He hitting behind the head. He rabbit punching.
Rather than be selective with those single shots like we've seen at times at featherweight.
For people who are used to watching Brandon Figueroa fight, that spam looks like it features that Nigerian prince kind of spam. 15 seconds left here in the 8th, and on the inside, and we will talk more about it here in just a moment. I'm really loving the uppercuts on the inside by Stephen Fulton. Just another added weapon here tonight, and as we close out round 8 with a real...
That was another round for Stephen Fulton.
Leaning his head forward.
Interesting in watching him throughout the week and the way, and Brian, you and I talked about it, rather monotone in his delivery, almost felt like, well, wait, this guy, I mean, he's doing what he set out to do here
As
tonight.
much as we think we have degrees in armchair psychology, I did fear, based on that no emotion, monotone voice, but it's about how you handle yourself in the ring, and thus far, this has been Fulton's fight. But one thing to say, though, Figueroa has not stopped pushing the pace and coming forward.
He's not stopped pushing the pace, but his offense has been muted, to say the least. Look at these numbers.
Yeah, he's pushing his punches, pushing Fulton, but no punches thrown.
In the last round, we did see Stephen Fulton land a fight-high 25 power punches. Fulton's corner wants him to evacuate the ropes, and Figueroa would love to keep him there, but Figueroa unable. And it's interesting, we thought that, yeah, Figueroa would be the bigger, the stronger guy, 126. I'm not seeing evidence of that, Brian Campbell.
I totally agree with you, but Fulton was trapped on the ropes a bit last
Fulton ready to go. I mean, Brandon Figueroa ready to go.
They want him to create a little bit more distance, but these two continue to fight in the phone booth here. They are giving the fans what they want right now.
Yeah, now listening to his corner, staying in the pocket. Again, he's feeling comfortable, especially when he's landing those uppercuts. And now he's pushing Figueroa back.
And those uppercuts on the inside continue to be effective for Fulton. Fulton now backing Figueroa up to the rope, still trying to find a way to throw punches, framing up a bit. And Fulton's corner doesn't want him to carry Figueroa's weight. Figueroa going to the body. But again, a lot of arm punches at Morales.
Way too many arm punches for Figueroa. No pop behind him. I mean, there's got to be something wrong with Figueroa. I mean, I'm not trying to justify his performance tonight, but
And not take away anything from
Fulton, exactly. But again, not the same Figueroa that we're used to seeing. Even those punches are...
Has a right to the body. But yeah, the uppercut on the inside lands for Figueroa. Brian, what do you make of it?
I think there's better work here from Figueroa with his combination. He's sitting down more on his body shots and really just trying to maul Fulton. This is what the judges will take notice of. This clean and effective punching inside.
Yep, those right hands beginning to find a home. Now it's him with the uppercut. This is the zone. This is the range, the mid-range here, where there is some space for him to work. He's got the longer wingspan. He needs space to deliver those shots.
Going to get a lot of focus Fulton by staying in the inside. Now listen to the corner.
Another Stephen Fulton round.
This is you. There you go. You gotta start fishing.
Ahora sí, golpes de poder, ¿ok?
There we go.
Golpes de poder, que
Here we
no te
go.
gane.
Powerful shots now.
Distancia, distancia.
Distance. 1, 2, 3.
¿Es it? ¿No vas a ver que te quites cinturones?
This is it. Don't let him take your belts.
Vamos, tienes tiempo de madre.
You got a lot of
Aguantes
time
un
left.
round duro.
Round after round. Come on, I want the same thing. What round is this? 10th?
Vamos a ganarlos.
Okay, we gotta win them.
One of the questions I had going into this fight, will Figueroa's non-stop assault break Fulton? Where have you gone? Non-stop. And would Fulton weather the storm like a parka? There's a storm in my native British Columbia. A lot of snow tonight. He doesn't need the parka thus far. He's cooking without it, my friends. And that jab, the sweet science on display, doesn't want to get comfortable on the ropes, even though he's had success.
Well, I did like Figueroa's work that last round. You just wonder if he's run out of time to...
And he still ended up on the short end of the stick, statistically speaking.
So yeah. And yeah, the corner telling him, have you got time? No, you don't. This is the 10th round, and you're losing the entire fight. At least I believe. Yeah, again, it's just hard to come from that high, from the typical fight to this one. We were expecting the same thing, especially knowing how the first fight was.
Nice counter right hand by Fulton.
If Fulton gets his hand raised, he's not going to be worried about any boos from the crowd. This is about putting his career right back on track, but he does need to stay off the ropes here into the championship rounds.
Figueroa with the pressure from southpaw. It's Fulton even on the ropes, still able to move side to side and avoid any of the offense. Another counter left hand by Fulton.
Two-step back and
I want to call some offense from Figueroa. Nice left hook by Fulton and the angle out. It is interesting. He's putting himself on the ropes, O'Brien.
But he's busier.
Yes, he is.
The ropes than he's seeking.
But are you messing, tempting fate?
Not really. I would say because there's no power behind those punches from Figueroa.
Still, you never want to stay on the ropes, too. Even David Benavidez said that he will try to avoid that against David Morrell. Coming up in a much-anticipated main event. Bad blood, two undefeated warriors in their physical prime, and they are going to get it on. They're looking to light up the light heavyweight division. Like so many people thought Figueroa was going to light up Fulton in terms of the offensive attack and still putting on the pressure. You're right. In the last round, and now even they're starting to chip away.
Well, you have to wonder, look, we had the fight for Fulton largely, widely, but what if those judges, due to the pressure of Figueroa, liked his work a little bit more? You wonder if he can rally here in the final rounds, whether he can backdoor himself into a close decision.
And we are seconds away from heading into the championship rounds of this featherweight title fight. Brandon Figueroa defending the title as a full champion and has his hands full with Stephen Fulton. Well, we're seeing a rematch here tonight, and a man that Abner Mares knows pitched battles Leo Santa Cruz on his face. He's got a beard, and boy, he's got a strong beard. And there's one thing we know about Leo Santa Cruz. All about triple digits in terms of punches thrown.
Rival of yours, we talked off camera, one of the nicest guys in the sport.
Until you were in the ring.
You're the ring, exactly. He's a mean guy inside, but outside. A lot. Look at that beard. Almost as nice as mine, but not that yet.
I see what you did. All right. Round number 11. Defending featherweight champion Brandon Figueroa looking to avenge his first loss against former unified 122-pound champion Stephen Fulton. He got a majority decision in their first battle, one of the best fights of the year in 2021, using accuracy and cleaner punches. And tonight he's using his ring IQ, his craftsmanship, his footwork, and in many ways putting on a clinic against Figueroa.
Indeed, this is such a comeback performance from Fulton. Commanding, smart, dealing with the pressure of Figueroa.
Definitely not the same pressure we saw in the first fight, but again, did everything he was supposed to. Stephen Fulton.
Not the area, though, that he wants to be with Figueroa coming forward with the volume punching.
You guys agree with me. This is where Fulton's corner wants him to be, right in that center of the ring. Combination from Fulton, again turning Figueroa, utilizing his educated feet. Figueroa fires back a couple of shots. And afterwards, again, we're sitting on the outside looking in, but just say you're the one who said it as well. There's just no power behind the punches of Figueroa, it seems. Even
Another Stephen Fulton round.
In a moment of zen, deep breathing, getting himself into that proper mindset, knowing that he is knocking on the door of superstardom. Should he improve to 30-0? Should he do what he said he's going to do and break the face of David Morrell? Big money fights away, but for Morrell, he's also undefeated. And yeah, David Benavidez has 3 times the experience in terms of fights and rounds as a pro, but Morrell, a decorated amateur who is very much in the moment, not being swallowed up by the magnitude of his first pay-per-view headliner in Las Vegas. Both undefeated, both in their primes. You can't ask for more from the sport of boxing than David Benavidez versus David Morrell. I know Figueroa's fine.
He looking for attention.
Right now.
Yeah. Who you think winning? Yeah, Fulton winning. Yeah. He hitting him with the cleanest shot. Figueroa. Yeah. Brandon Figueroa, he holding. Yeah, he holding too much, coming in with his head.
And for Fulton, you know he was expecting this to be on the last round at least.
All right.
He's going to come in first. All right, I think that's smooth. How about what they started doing in the first couple of rounds?
How about this? In round 11, Fulton landed 22 of 82 punches compared to 13 of 66 for Figueroa. Fulton ramping up the offense.
Both of you hold it. Let me go. Let me go.
And here's our unofficial scorer, Larry Hazard scorecard. It is all Stephen Scooter Fulton, who according to our unofficial
Scooter?
is on the cusp.
His name ain't no, he go by Cool Boy.
Champion and erasing, exercising the demons of his first loss, a knockout to Naoya Inoue, and a pedestrian performance in his first full fight at 126 in his last outing. Stephen Fulton is a minute 40 seconds away of potentially getting back to the summit.
You find out what somebody is made of in boxing when they take a defeat.
When you have your back against the ropes,
When they get the public to turn on them like happened to Fulton, this is quite a response.
Again, learning experiences from those fights.
body shot by Fulton. Figueroa leaning in, trying to unload. Right hands from Figueroa, but the cleaner, more effective punches come from Stephen Fulton, a man who literally started at the bottom. That was the name of his neighborhood in Philadelphia. Overcame so much as a child. Father was incarcerated. When his father came out, introduced him to his first trainer. He found boxing as a refuge. Became a champ. Beautiful footwork by Stephen Fulton. And he has overcome so much to, first of all, become a unified 122-pound division champion. And with 30 seconds left, I'm not a scorer. I'm just trying to tell the story of the fight. But from my vantage point, Stephen Fulton, 20 seconds away from becoming a 2-division champion and silencing all of those critics.
This is how you do it. A smart, tough, technical performance in the face of constant pressure.
Stephen Fulton. I think he won the fight.
He has done enough.
Yeah, he did. I think he won.
Castro raised questions about Fulton's
Yeah, I think he won. But I got the David Benavidez, David Morrell fight. Y'all let me know if I should stick around. I was thinking about jumping back on because I got to charge up my phone. But y'all let me know if I should stick around. If I do, y'all can just jump back on with me.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we go to the scorecards. We have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judges at ringside, David Sutherland and Zachary Young, both scored about 116 to 112. Max DeLuca sees it 117 to 111. All three in favor of the winner. And the new WBC featherweight champion of the world, Stephen Scooter Fulton.
Sweet science on display. Trying to hear what they're saying to each other here. Sweet science on display. And one of the sweetest victories of Stephen Fulton's career as he bounces back and becomes a two-division champion. Let's go inside the ring with Brian Campbell.
Stephen Fulton Jr., it seemed like all boxing counted you out over the past year plus. What are the emotions in coming back and scoring a second win over your greatest rival?
Alhamdulillah, I gotta say thank you to God first and foremost, my team, Al Heyman, PBC, Premier Boxing, everyone, man, just thank you. It feels good, I'm champion again, and for all the ones that doubt me, I want to say continue to support me the way y'all support me, whether it's negative or positive.
If your first fight with Figueroa was about will, this one was about skill. How did you do that in there tonight against a pressure opponent?
I feel like he didn't let enough shots go like he normally would. I feel like he kind of slowed down when he moved up to the 126-pound division. As you can see, his punch output lowered from when we was at 122, and I feel like I capitalized off of that. I used my jab, I listened to my corner, and I feel like his power was the same. He said he's gonna knock me out with power. I feel like everything was the same, though.
A two-division champion. What's next for Scooter Fulton?
Just enjoy the victory while I can. I'm living in the moment right now. And not to overlook anything. I'm just going to focus on this, and maybe next month we'll weigh our options. But thank you to Figueroa and his team. Thanks to everybody for coming out. And get ready for the main event.
Congratulations. Let's send it back to ringside and Mauro Ranallo.
Thank you very much, Brian. Stephen Fulton, a two-division champion, and
David Benavidez fight. Y'all let me know. Y'all want me to stay on? David Benavidez, Morrell, coming up next. Y'all let me know in the comments, yes or no. Yes or no in the comments. Y'all let me know. Y'all want me to stick around? About to come back on, y'all. I got to charge up my phone. I don't want it to cut off on y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like and comment, subscribe. Y'all let me know if I should stick around. Got David Benavidez, Morrell coming up next. Got David Benavidez, Morrell coming up next. Y'all stick around. Don't go nowhere. Hold your seat. Gotta find this charger real quick. Hey, I'm about to get off real quick.